All right, here we are. This is the cheapest outdoor wood burner I could find. I bought this a couple years ago. I had plans to hook it up to my garage and whatever else, but that didn't work out, and I've just been kind of saving it for a project down the road. And at the farm we have free gas, so I didn't really need one down there. My buddy Matt said, you know what, that'd be really nice to heat my garage and my wood shop. I said, you know what, let's give it a try. So loaded this thing up, hauled it down to his place. I paid $100 for this thing a couple years ago. I really know nothing about it. A gentleman had it. I bought it off his son. He had passed away, and the son didn't really know what was going on. You can see inside, and I'll show you that later if I remember, where the he had some repairs done. They did some stainless welding inside, but I thought for $100 it was worth a gamble, and so we're gonna unload this thing, get it set in place. First thing, fill it with water and see if it leaks, and we're gonna find out, you know, can you buy a cheap outdoor wood burner and hook it up and make it work? I know for sure we'll need a fan on the front. The fan's in pretty bad shape. The door latch is froze in the open position, so we'll have to get that freed up. I've been soaking it with penetrating oil off and on for years, and it hasn't freed up, so we'll just have to see how it goes. But I thought you guys might enjoy this project, so let's dive into her. All right, so here's what we got. Inside, you can see where they did some welding. Oh, there's a big old hornet's nest in there. It must be abandoned. But yeah, this handle latch is froze up. We're going to see about getting it freed up. And in the back, we just found this cover. You take this off to clean it out. It's pretty full of stuff, but there's a lot of sandblasting sand in here. That's how I knew they sandblasted it out. But I don't really know which lines do what yet, so we're gonna probably have to YouTube that and figure it out, I guess. we got this thing in here and leveled. The ideal thing would have been to dig this out or put some fill in there to level it, but you know, here again, we bought the cheapest wood burner we could find at the time, so we just want to get it in place, get it full, make sure it works, and if it does work, then we'll pull it back ahead, build ourselves a nice base here. I know 100 of you are going to say, you should have built a base there, but work with me. So this thing was stuffed in there. Turns out it was a brush, so that's kind of handy. But they just welded all those stainless tubes in back there. We got all this cleaned out, and the tubes just come here, and I presume this is the exhaust comes up in here, goes out that way, and then on the front is where the exhaust goes up. Kind of a strange setup, at least to me it is. I don't know, but I'm not 100% sure about filling it or any of that. So what I'm going to do, I presume this is an overflow. You know what they say about when you assume things, but so we're going to stick a hose in here and start filling it and see what happens. Tonight I'll watch some YouTube videos on it and see if we can't figure out something better, but for now that'll work. Alright, so you can tell we're just winging it here. Put the hose in there, had to cut the end off a short piece to get inside there. Started filling it, everything was good. Matt started cleaning the inside of it out, which the firebox actually looks pretty decent.
Yeah, I was looking to see if it was leaking anywhere.
But we found this plug in here, and shortly thereafter we noticed it leaking over here. So I'm pretty sure that's the plug they took out to winterize this thing. I don't know if we can save that one or not, but yeah, that is definitely the plug they took out to winterize it.
Yep.
So we will have to hunt down a plug and put a plug in it. Alright, after a couple stops at a couple stores here, we got a plug. We got it started. Stuff's kind of dry. Probably a little light. We're gonna go with it. Oh, that crossing wrench is just big enough. This side too while we're at it. Alright, so I'm going to save you the boredom here because this is taking forever, but we're guesstimating we're about 30-40% full maybe, and no leaks yet. We're soaking these hinges down and working them and trying to get this. I believe the top's free but the bottom's froze up still, so if we get that freed up we'll be in good shape. Alright, little PB blaster. Little beating, pipe wrenching. Got that freed up and working good. So as long as this thing holds water, it'll be worth buying the rest of the stuff and hooking it up. So, alright, so we encountered our first leak, and before we got to the first leak, we encountered our second leak. So down here on the very bottom seam, it's a real small drip, it's not real bad. We can epoxy it up for something. But this started leaking, and the way it was coming out, we thought maybe the fitting was bad, but it ended up being the pipes rotted out. So hopefully we can get back there where there's something good to hook onto and fix her up. Alright, so we're going to have to come up with a repair for this. A repair for down bottom. You know, we expected to have some leaks, so that's just part of it when you're doing as cheap as you can do. So Matt will probably work on this when I'm not around, but I'll give you an update on what all he gets done, and when I come back to help him, we'll do another video.